Hi there. It's Lisa Balachi St. Romain here on our third Sunday of Easter. This first reading is very long. Don't let it intimidate you. There's three different sections here, and break it down and give each one their due and their different voice. You'll be fine, okay? So this first section is Peter at Pentecost when he's being accused, he and the others who are, speaking in tongues and everybody's understanding them, they're being accused of being drunk. And he says, no, no, no. You who are Jews, indeed, all of you staying in Jerusalem, let this be known to you. So this is strong. This is excited. Listen to my words. This is sincere. It's attention grabbing. Okay. So he's proclaiming the truth here. So this is a real strong statement. There were people from all over the world. It's Pentecost, right? All over their known world. So this is at Pentecost, we'll hear the reading of all these different places where they were from. And so you who are Israelites, even though you came from everywhere, hear these words. So slow it down on that, okay? Jesus the Nazarene was a man commended to you by God with mighty deeds, wonders, and signs. So my voice is strong through all of this. It's not letting down, okay? Which God worked through him. So this is about God's plan, God's work, God doing this. God worked through him in your midst, as you yourselves know. This man, delivered up by the set plan and foreknowledge of God. So God is the author of what went on. You killed, strong pause, using lawless men to crucify him. Strong pause. But God raised him up, releasing him from the throes of death, because it was impossible for him to be held by it. Okay? Okay, now the second part is the one that's much more tender because it is quoting a psalm about how God is taking care of. Okay, and so when you switch to this one, for David says of him, I saw the Lord ever before me. So my voice has changed to consolation, right? With him at my right hand, I shall not be disturbed. Therefore, my heart has been glad. My heart has been glad, and my tongue has exalted. My flesh too will dwell in hope. So tongue, heart, tongue, flesh, emphasize these, because you will not abandon my soul to the netherworld, nor will you suffer your Holy One to see corruption. So this is a whole different voice going on here. This is like gratitude and trust and the love of God, right? You have made known to me the paths of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence. So that's a whole statement of hope. So now then we come again to Peter, again strong. My brothers, one can confidently, he's back talking to all these Israelites again. One can confidently say to you about the patriarch David that he died and was buried, and his tomb is in our midst today. All right, he's making this comparison. As much as we reverence David, he's still dead in the tomb. That's very different from this Jesus I'm talking about. But since he was a prophet and knew that God had sworn an oath to him that he would set one of his descendants, David's descendants, on the throne, he foresaw and spoke of the resurrection of the Christ, that neither was he, David, abandoned to the netherworld, nor did his flesh see corruption. God raised this Jesus. Very slow on that one. Of this, we are all witnesses. So he is bringing in all of the 11 with him, right? Exalted at the right hand of God, He received the promise of the Holy Spirit from the Father and poured him forth. Poured him forth. So stretch out that word poured, because that's the Holy Spirit being poured out into our hearts, which we read earlier a couple months ago, right? And poured him forth as you see and hear. And that's what was going on at Pentecost. So just keep in mind that there's 3 different sections. First one is very strong attention getting. Second one, the love and gratitude towards God. And now this wonderful declaration of Jesus' risenness. Yeah, risenness. There we go. And the Holy Spirit poured forth. Okay, God bless. Practice reading aloud.